Speedway, the action track of the East.
Why are you jumping the grease then?
Because I have to, so I can beat you. What were you shot on the way to that?
Oh, really? Okay. What? There he is.
Hold it.
I'm putting that right at the right while we're pushing it.
Albert, looks over. He says green and going again. Another fine mess you've got us into.
Hi, Jim. Thank you.
Would you work a double shift today?
Huh?
You work a double shift today?
Sometimes I do, yeah.
Tommy Scholler coming around in that iridescent green printed out automobile as he gets that 85 into the lead. The 59 of Jose Ferro following right behind him. Scholler wants to stay ahead around the road. The 65, he wants a piece of it too.
Is this all yours?
Hold on to that 67 Nancy Sherman around backwards. Eddie Plant can't get by her. Let's see if they can get out of there. Eddie get that 05 going? No. Last minute he can, but it's too late then. And we got debris on the racetrack right there at the turn anyway, so we gotta cut it down.
Doing 9 months ago, in the middle of the winter.
Gene Ford watching the Daytona 500. And green flag going again. It's the only way the guy can get the afternoon off. And the 85 from Tommy Scholler has the lead. Jose Ferro wants to bring that 59 up in there, but he's not having the luck. Pete Fernandez from the 26 down the inside goes to 65 around the road. The road gets down the inside of Scholler. The road gets it out there, but he kind of burns the tire a bit. And Pete Fernandez from the 26 comes on through the 45 of Lenny McQuaid. Remember, Lenny was just barely made this heat. And now he's sitting up there in third spot, started in 7th at the halfway mark. Halfway mark as Gary Degas-Barry is all the way up to 4th now in that 71 with the 02 of Matt Dewey, who was a tailgater, right all the way up now to 5th. Matt Dewey has got the 02. Hold on to that 05. He's out of control. He's got something going on with it. Way in the end is Eddie Plant. Eddie cannot, I don't know whether he's broken axle or what he has. He can't get around the corner with it. And Scott Halsband having trouble with his 75 too. But look at what's happening up in the front as Dewey and the 71 of Gary Degas-Barry working their way up through. Down the inside goes the 26. The 26 squeezes through the turn with 2 to go. It's the 26 of Pete Fernandez with 2 to go. as the 65 runs the road, tries to hold on and keep the 45, Lenny McQuaid from under him. No luck, the 45 bangs his way down through the inside, into the turn for the white flag. Into the turn for the white flag comes the 26 Pete Fernandez and the 45 of McQuaid, the 71 of Gary DeGasperi is moved up in the third spot now. Matt Dewey is trying to get into a fourth spot, the 49 of Dave Westgate. He's up in the top 6. Coming around for the victory, final, all over, the 26. 26 of Pete Fernandez with the 45 of Lenny McQuaid running second, the 71, the 02, and the 65 and the 49 and 1. Kevin.
Thank you, Jim.
Oh, you don't want that.
Starting in the pole out of Middleborough, Mass. KTS Trucking Kelly Tire number 89 is Gary Wainwright. On the outside pole, out of Tiverton, Rhode Island, the Sanford & Son Auto Parts Track Rack, number 7 for Tony Olszewski. Starting third, Chris Robbins out of Norton, Mass. In the Flynn's Pest Control, J. Fisk Construction, number 91. And outside of Chris, Mike Hope. And the Mike Services DVG Racing Apparel, number 9. He's out of Rehoboth, Mass. Starting fifth, the Cisco's Performance Dick & Son Synertia Brothers, number 16, out of Fiskville, Rhode Island, is Roland Wheeler. Outside of Roland, out of South Attleboro, Mass., the TCI Press Mobile Car Care, number 38 for Keith Morrow. Well, the green flag is out, we're underway. Wainwright with a good jump out front. Tony Olszewski dropping back just a bit as Chris Robbins gets underneath. 3 high on the outside is Bob Betancourt Jr., the number 21, trying to pick up a few positions. Tony Olszewski high up in turn number 4. Serendinsky and Keith Morrow, little contact through 1 and 2. I'm sorry, 3 and 4, but everybody pulls away with no problems. Bobby Betancourt still running 3 high through the corners, trying to make his way to the front. After starting back in 10th, he's up to 6th. Battling now with Albert Clemens. Looks like he's got a little bit of a fender damage to that car, as that right front fender is hanging off the car. Scott Sundin trying to go down underneath him with Serendinsky on top. Still out front, Gary Wainwright, Chris Robbins second. Betancourt smoking that right rear off the corner allows Serendinsky and Clemens to get underneath them. Remember, just 6 cars will qualify, and we've got 4 cars battling for that 6th spot between Albert Clemens, Scott Serendinsky, Scott Sundin, and Bobby Betancourt. Right now, it looks like Betancourt's on the losing end as that, as he's back in 9th place. 5 laps down, 5 laps to go. Gary Wainwright still out front, Robbins second. Mike Hope third, Russ Bryan and Roland Wheeler going at it for that 4th spot, with Bryan winning out on that one. Trying to get underneath Mike Hope in the corner, not going to do it this time though. Roland Wheeler, that car extremely loose coming off the corner. And we got a caution, the 77 of Bill Haas and the 73 car of Larry DeGassi getting together off the 4th corner. Okay, Gary Wainwright on the gas, green flag is out. Once again, we're underway. Wainwright again with a decent jump. Russ Bryan on the outside. Takes over 3rd spot, now sets his sights on Chris Robbins in the number 91. Got 3 wide going for that 6th spot. Bobby Betancourt, the move on the inside, takes over 6, sets his sights on Roland Wheeler for that 5th spot. Behind him, Pete Rodas, Scott Serendinsky, Scott Sundin, all battling for position. Serendinsky now to the outside of Betancourt for that 6th and final qualifying spot. We got 1 lap to go. Going down the backstretch, Gary Wainwright still out front. Russ Bryan putting heavy pressure on him, but we still got a battle for that 6th spot. Coming out of 4th, Wainwright, Bryan, Robbins, Hope, Wheeler, and it looks like Bobby Betancourt will take that 6th qualifying spot, but we'll wait for the official word. A little late tonight, but that's okay. As I know you,
Kevin, I'm earlier than usual.
Yes, you are.
Usually here about 6:30 or so.
I see you 15 minutes early.
So there you go. How are you, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Pete Silva. Glad you're with us tonight. A beautiful night of racing.
Tremendous weather indeed. Thank you for joining us. As we're about 2/3 into our season here at Seekonk Speedway, and you helped us make this 50th year one of our most special indeed. We're about ready for our 3rd street stock heat right now. We'll give you the lineup. And it goes as follows. In the pole, it's the number 110 car of Kevin Folan out of Pawtucket. On outside of Kevin, number 15, Don Detlinger of Portsmouth. Looks over the pack and gives it the green. We're underway. Immediately, the 15 of Detlinger and Kevin Folan get locked up. With Detlinger in the 15 losing ground quickly. Coming down underneath is the 33 of Sean Sylvia. Now Detlinger gets sideways in that 15 car recovery, but sending other cars way high. The 62 has nowhere to go. Over he goes in a slow roll, and this brings us under red. The race is stopped. We'll try to get word for you as soon as we can. We do see movement in the car. An unfortunate incident. The 15 car of Detlinger got sideways, sending other cars way up high, including that 62 of Russ Tatro. And Russ Tatro ends up over and under. We've got the medical crew, we've got the fire department coming down now. We'll keep you informed as soon as we can. And we got the word now that he's okay. That's a tremendous testimony to the safety features even on the street stock division automobiles here at Seekonk Speedway. As the track crews, the fire crews. And they'll take Russ now into the ambulance just for a quick check over. Once again, underway. Kevin Folan in the 110, once again out in the lead, followed by the 33 of Sean Sylvia. And again, the 15 car in trouble. Don Detlinger as they go 4 deep in the back straight. 3 deep in the turn, and the 25 car threading the needle. That's Dave Furtado. A winner here at Seekonk once before. The 4 car getting sideways. Detlinger in the 15 still slipping back. But the 110 of Folan hangs on that lead. Coming up into that 6th position, battling for it is the 120 car of Jeff Waterman. 25. And now we get sideways. The 25 car Furtado ends up in the lead. We are still on the green, and now Folan, your leader, is dropping out. The 110 of Kevin Folan, your leader, is dropping back off the pace. Furtado in the 25, taking the high groove to let the traffic pass him. 33 car Sean Sylvia right now. Currently your leader, and sideways goes the 116 into the 30. At the halfway mark, everyone gets out okay. And we got the black flag for the 116 of Jim Sylvia. Sylvia, slow on the back straight, will make his way to the pits. And this has been an exciting heat indeed for the street stock division.
That was a tough break for Jim Sylvia, but Al Rodriguez is letting these drivers know he's not going to tolerate any driving aggressively or over-aggressively.
Now remember that 25 car Furtado is actually lapped in traffic. That number, red number 25, is behind the pack. The race is... Again, Sean Sylvia at the 33, your current leader. That 25 car, Furtado, is technically in the back of the field. And here's the checker flag. Very difficult to keep track indeed. As soon as we can get the results of the top qualifiers, we will get...
47, the 47 up around the outside of O'Brien. The 47 gets around O'Brien and takes him a third. The 2 car of Bresco. Now he's sitting in fourth. Bresco is starting to get it all together. As we got one losing it right here on Main Street, 26. Bresco having problems. Bresco having problems. What's the left to go? White flag coming out this time. White flag coming out from Paul Lawless. White flag coming up from Paul Lawless. With Mike Seaman right behind him. Mike Seaman right behind him. The 47 of Jeff Horn. With the 2 of Bob Bresco. Bresco getting going. Lawless hanging on in there. Age of finish. It's the 6th. Paul Lawless gets the rest. With the 1 of Mike Seaman finishing second. The 47 Jeff Horn third. And that 2 car of Bob Bresco managing to grab off. Look out, we got a green! Very quickly jumping into the lead. The 107 on the wheel, Babe Shaw. Babe Shaw up around the outside takes over the lead quickly. Babe Shaw, that 107 has taken over the lead. Yes, Babe Shaw with a good lead. That 17 of Glenn Cabral. Glenn Cabral trying to get in there. No, he can't hold on to it. And the 7X goes into a long flat slide, and he gets taken. Oh, a hard hit. A hard hit on the 38X. That Jason Rochelle hit the pit entrance very, very hard. Jason hit the pit entrance very, very hard. We're checking on him. It's a red flag situation. Red flag situation is the 38 hit that pit entrance really hard. One of the officials right there to check on him. I cannot see it from now, but that's Jason Rochelle.
What do we know about Jason?
Much more. He drives dirt cars.
Once again, the rain is out. Babe Shaw up 107 with a great big lead. Oh, with a great big lead. And Joey Coy in the 94. Joey Coy in the 94. Trying to stay ahead of Bobby Seymour. Seymour comes in under Coy. Seymour in that 4. Seymour in the 4 coming in under Coy. The 69 car of Chuck Willing. Chuck Willing trying to get underneath that 17. As Joey Coy trying to hold up Bobby Seymour. Joey Coy in that 94 automobile. Halfway mark, halfway. And that's 108. 107 of Babe Shaw has it all to himself right now. The Saturday night special Volkswagen in the lead. In the second heat, it's Babe. Oh, a little swirly coming out of that turn. As he tried to find a different route. Shaw is all over this racetrack, but he's in the lead. 107 years later, and he's all over the racetrack. 107 years later. He's in the left cars right now. He's going to watch his step with 2 laps to go. 107 is Shaw. Now he is right to Shaw. Seymour still follows Coy through. And Coy starts to catch the 107 with a white flag coming out. Coy, Coy in the Nelson's 94. The Nelson's 94 with a half a lap. It's the 107 of Babe Shaw. Babe Shaw out of the turn. Johnny Coy right behind him. Babe Shaw racing. Johnny Coy is second. Seymour is third. Fourth is the 17 car of Glenn Cabral. And I think the 5th. Switch. You want your switch?
Huh?
You want your switch?
Do I need it? Are you coming back?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't
Then I
know.
don't need it.
Well, okay, you can.
Yeah.
Does that switch also work on that mic?
Yeah.
Oh,
It works on both of them.
come on, let's get up.
That's the way they're scheduled to start. Green flag is out. We're underway. Reed wins the drag race down the front straightaway. Goodrow drops in behind for second, but Billy Manchester trying to get his nose underneath Goodrow does not get it. Taylor falls into fourth. Becker and the 18 of Ribby battle for position. 6 cars will qualify, 12 laps of distance. Becker on the high side, losing ground quickly. That car looks to be a little bit loose coming out of the corner. Corey Boudreau now settles into that 6th spot, the final qualifying as he moves to the outside of Steve Ribby in the number 18. Manchester with a good bite off of 2, gets underneath Goodrow. Taking over that 2nd spot, now setting his sights on Ronald Reed. While deep in the back, Rob Murray and Bobby Leclerc battling for that 7th position, 1 spot out of qualifying.
And Kevin, we're getting word now that the 89 car may have a technical problem. We've got a black flag coming out from the leader, the 89 automobile of Ron Reed.
Tough break for him. Looks like a little fluid coming out of the right rear of that automobile, and that could cause a hazard to the rest of the field. Another lap, he does see it that time as he pulls high on the racetrack. He's going to bring that car into the pit area, have the tech officials check that, and his pit crew make sure that doesn't happen in the consolation event. Billy Manchester, now your leader, Jeff Goodrow 2nd, but Corey Boudreau on the high side, moving his way up. Right now battling Steven Taylor in that 53. Boudreau, that car handling well on the outside. As he's passed 4 or 5 cars, now moves into that 3rd spot. On the hot seat is Rob Murray as he's in that 6th and final qualifying position. Manchester coming down for 2 to go. 10 laps down, 2 to go. Goodrow now looking all over Goodrow, trying to get by him. I don't know if he's got enough time to catch him or even get by him. 17 of Mike Becker out back having a little bit of a handing problem. We got 1 lap to go. Goodrow trying the high side one more time as they come out of 4. Billy Manchester out front, Jeff Goodrow 2nd, Corey Boudreau 3rd, Steven Taylor 4th, Steve Ribby 5th, and Rob Murray round out your top 6. Tough break for Bobby Leclerc as he's going to have to go to the qualify. The rest of them will go into the consolation event. And now coming out onto the track is your 2nd qualifying heat. And here's Pete.
Thank you, Kevin. This is the 2nd heat in the Sportsman division at Seekonk Speedway. Starting on the pole from Swansea is Rich McRae, the number 13. Out of Taunton, in 2nd position, number 20, Skip Shoemaker. On the inside of the 2nd row from Attleboro, number 2, Dave Titus. Also from Swansea, on the outside, judges the lineup and gives them the green. McRae looking for an early jump on it. Gets right out in front, and the 14 car gets completely sideways. A lot of spinning, but everyone gets out without completing a lap. We are under yellow. Tom Scully sideways on the backstretch. Ray Alexander also facing the wrong direction on the backstretch, but everyone out unharmed.
No, there's nothing I can do about that.
And now we've got the 4 car. Alexander is out of his automobile. Whoa, we've got an altercation just about as he has words with the 14 car of Linwood Cohen. Very dangerous thing to do indeed. We've got the green. We're underway. More and more we see the Winston Cup drivers dropping back to spend a Saturday racing the Busch Grand Nationals. And now the 20 car is getting bumped by the 70th Glenn Lawton. Lawton drops back, but the 20's going sideways. He recovers. Everyone's loose in that top 3, though. That 20 car is not running well at all, and there it goes. Lawton ends up into the wall. The 20 car completely getting loose. Almost taking out Doug Murrow in the 19 as well. And again, eyes the pack. Gives it a fair judgment and drops the green. And McRae once again in that 13 car looking for an early lead, but he's being challenged on the outside by Dave Titus in that blue and black number 2. McRae trying to hang on to the lead. Meanwhile, the race in the middle of the pack. The contenders for the final qualifying spot. Tom Scully, ever popular here at Seekonk Speedway in that black and red 7. Trying to get on the inside. McRae gets a little loose, recovers. And we've got a warning for Mr. McRae in that 13. Coming on the outside of Titus is the 19 car of Morrow. Doug Morrow, again, nearly avoiding an accident in that last yellow mishap. Running smoothly, the 70 of 1 goes high. Morrow now dropping back with Skip Shoemaker in the 20, taking his position on the inside in 3rd place. McRae in the 13 still being challenged by Dave Titus in the 2. And again, Morrow making his move at the halfway point. Morrow in the 19 car seems to jump ahead by a half car length, but has trouble maintaining as Shoemaker holds back both him and the 12 car of Bobby Pellin Jr. And sideways on the back straight is the 96 of Robert Clark. And this will bring us under yellow number 3. Shoemaker with smoke coming out of his rear wheels, maneuvering to avoid at the last minute, and he missed. We're on the green again. With 7 laps complete. And there's an altercation between the 13 of McRae and the number 2 of Titus. They lock up. Titus gets around, taking advantage of that. But now he gets loose. Nowhere to go with cars avoiding him, doing a tremendous job with Morrow the 19 and Clark in the 96 of getting around, but number 4, caution comes out. McRae and Titus battling it out, where they actually lock up. McRae getting a little loose, Titus getting sideways, and it brings us under another yellow. The consolation. Will Glenn Lawton's car withstand the pressure and stay in one piece? We'll find out as we're back underway. And Lawton again gets a little sideways in that 70 automobile, but recovers, only to find himself losing ground. Morrow in the 19 trying to make his way through the pack. McRae now being challenged on the inside by that number 12 automobile of Bobby Pellin Jr. Scully has made his way up in the 3rd position from 6th after that restart. Morrow getting down underneath of Shoemaker now in the 19 car. 2 laps to go. And now Pellin trying to make his move on the outside of McRae. Pellin in that 12 car, going way high, dropping deep into the turn. 1 lap to go. The final qualifying spot at this point, I believe, is the 96 car of Robbie Clark. Looking for the checker flag. It's Bobby Pellin taking the checker, and unofficially Clark in the 96 taking the final qualifying spot. Line up for the 3rd Sportsman Division heat.
Okay, thanks, Pete. Sorry about that. Kenny Colvin will start on the pole. He's out of Attleboro, Mass. The PM Motorsports, RPM Performance number 6. Outside of him, out of Assonet, Mass, the Freetown Sand and Gravel, CSA Chevy Supply, number 57 of Dean Petty. Starting 3rd, Kenny Bamford, the sign painter. In the Simpsons Brothers Auto Sales, Ron's Auto and Truck Repair, number 15, out of Coventry, Rhode Island. And outside of him, Dana Willis, out of Hanson, Mass. The York Landscape. Front row coming into 3 and 4. They're on the line. Green flag is out. We're underway. Kenny Colvin and Dean Petty with a drag race around the track. Coming out of turn 4 to complete 1. Kenny Colvin's out front.
And if we could have young Ray Alexander. Young Ray Alexander, come to the bottom of the tower to meet your mom, please. Well, Kevin, these drivers are doing a tremendous job. Unlike the previous heat, they really have found the groove.
Well, Dean Petty tried the high side, couldn't get it, but now he's down low. Kenny Colvin looks like he's going to take over that lead. Colvin being hung out to dry in the high lane as Kenny Bamford in the number 15 gets by. Kenny Colvin holding on well on the outside, a little bit loose coming off the corner. Right behind him, Dana Willis and Ed Gannon battle for position, and right now on the hot seat, it's a side-by-side battle between the 45 of Scott Estrella and the 99 of Glenn Young. They are battling for that 6th and final qualifying position.
Dana Willis in that 55 car really had a challenge there. He was sandwiched between 4 automobiles at one point.
We come across the line, a complete lap 6, halfway through the race. Scott Estrella has now moved up into the 5th spot. Kenny Colvin has dropped back to 6th, but Glenn Young on the inside of him takes over that 6th spot. Joe Perry underneath him tries to move into 7th. Petty trying to open up his lead over Kenny Bamford as Bamford holds off Ed Gannon. Coming into 3 and 4 to complete lap number 10. Dean Petty still out front in the 57. Kenny Bamford trying to get underneath him. Going into turn number 1. It looks like Dean Petty's got a little bit of a push coming off the corner. Bamford coming out of 2. Down the backstretch, gets underneath him just a bit. A little bit of incidental contact, but everybody pulls away, no problems. Dean Petty still out front, holding off Kenny Bamford and Ed Gannon. We got 1 lap to go going down the backstretch. Coming into turn number 3 for the final time, Dean Petty Jr. in the 57 out of 4, and he takes the win. Kenny Bamford 2nd, 3rd, Ed Gannon 4th, the 55 of Dana Willis. Qualifying position as he's going to have to go into the consolation event. Once again, we'd like to have young Ray Alexander to the program booth, please, to meet your mother. Ray Alexander to the program booth.
To meet your maker.
What is he?
Getting arrested, I think, as we speak.
Oh, I think so. Coming out onto the track now, our mighty Pro Stocks, and we've got a special tonight. Last week, Bobby Tripp brought his backup car, and his father, Johnny Tripp, drove it. This week, we've got a special guest in that car, and we'll bring that to you in the 2nd heat event. But first, Pete Silva to give you the lineup on the 1st heat.
Here we go, Kevin, the Pro Stock Division, 1st heat of the evening.
Champion spot, look out.
We've got the green, Jim. We're underway. As they thunder down that back straight, Tex Barry Jr. in the 18, challenging Caparco in the 00. Driving as if it were a feature. You either race or you don't in the mind of Tex Barry Jr., and the 2 leaders have a commanding gap between them and the rest of the field. 64 car, Rigo getting on the outside of Newman in the 57 as Estelle comes up down on the inside looking for position. Rayleigh just about getting by a paint job on that 57 and Newman as they go 3 in this one straight. But still, your current leader is Tex Barry Jr. in the 18, Caparco in the 00. Fight it out. Estelle has made his way up into 3rd position from 6th. The qualifying spot right now is that 23 automobile of Steve Channing. But he is being challenged as we speak by Rigo in the 64. And what a race is going on in that midfield. Lenny Ellis in the 41 down on the inside. And now we got a lot of smoke coming out of Ray Lee's automobile in that 33. Jim, any idea what that could be?
That looks like one of the reasons that it was running so well last week. Looks like the engine is overheated. Overheating problem is we get smoke coming from under the hood. Hopefully that's nothing too serious, but it looks like it might be terminal.
Well, we Gary has dropped back just a little, but still challenging Caparco on the 00. Estelle still in third position, made his way up from midfield.
Remember, Fred just climbed out of that midget, that number 71 midget. Driver in 48 just climbed out of that midget for the first ride of his life in a midget.
And as Kevin Boucher mentioned with the Winston Cup Grand National drivers, switching racing indeed. That's even more dramatic to go from an open wheel midget or from a stock to an open wheel midget. As Estelle does a fine job now in third place in that 48 car. Channing in the 23, rounding out the top 6, the final qualifier. Lenny Ellis in the 41, who came up from 9. Now in 6th position, with 2 laps to go. And the top 6 right there, rounded out by Ellis in the 41, are far away and above the rest of the pack. With 1 lap to go, there is no competition for 6th place. But none of these drivers are electing to simply coast to the checker as we see it come out. It's Caparco, Gary, and Len Ellis in the 41 taking the final spot.
Still warm in his pocket, and he sits in the infield. Let's hope that that is not a terminal situation. The oil and whatever it was did not go out the back end. It stayed mostly with the car, so it's possible it could be just a radiator hose. Flyers in tonight's program inviting racing fans to an open house photo day at Newport Highlight, Saturday, August 26th, 11:30 to 3 o'clock. Now, if your flyer has a lucky horseshoe in it, you can bring the flyer to Newport Highlight on photo day, August 26th, and receive a free door prize. Look for the lucky horseshoes and get to Newport Highlight next Saturday, August 26th, 11:30 to 3 o'clock. Newport Highlight.
It's the lucky horse dude. Is that what you said?
Newport Highlight is a sponsor of the 48, I believe, isn't it?
Yes, he is.
Newport Highlight, sponsor of Carnival.
Jimmy Wilkins and Danny Gamont round out the field. We're underway. Jeff Thompson jumps out to an early lead. Dave Sylvia right behind. Manny Dias high on the track. Trying to stay up front. Right behind him, Tony Dias they go 3 wide through the corner. Manny Dias falling quickly on the outside as he loses a few positions. Jeff Thompson trying to open up a commanding lead. Dave Sylvia in the 0 runs second. Dave Blanchard third. It's a battle for 4th between Tony Dias Jr. and Joey Cirillo. Behind them, Mike Bowler and Dick Houlihan. Manny Dias trying to hold on the outside next to the 5 with Joey Cirillo. Looks like that guy's a little bit loose. That allows Mike Bowler to get underneath. Behind Bowler, you got Chad Chase, Wayne Dion, and Manny Dias. All trying to go by. Rick Martin jumps in behind Wayne Dion. Remember, 8 cars do qualify. Chad Chase off a fine run, finishing in second in last week's 100 lap Pro Stock feature event. Fine run for this young rookie. Tony Dias still trying to hold on the outside. Dick Houlihan right behind him. And right now, Dick Houlihan and your current points leader, Wayne Dion, battle for that 8th position. Tony Dias a little loose coming off the corner. Loses a spot. Wayne Dion underneath him. Rick Martin following suit. Jeff Thompson still out front. Dave Sylvia holding his own in their 0, running second. Dave Blanchard doing all he can to hold off the 5 of Joey Cirillo. As next time around we'll have 2 to go. Tony Dias high on the track, loses a couple of positions. White flag is out. We got 1 lap to go. Jeff Thompson up front, Wayne Dion now moves to the high side around Chad Chase. Into that 6th spot. And Jeff Thompson takes down the win in the 2nd feature, and then Joey Cirillo hard in the wall. Joey Cirillo hard in the wall. Chad Chase, Manny Dias also getting caught up in that.
Keep the people away. Keep the people away.
Folks, we'd like to keep the children away from the fence. If you can keep your children back in their seats, we would appreciate it. Al Rodriguez, trackside, checking on Joey Cirillo as he hit that wall hard. The red flag is out.
And Joey's net is down.
Okay, get back away from the wall. Get off the fence right now. Get back away from the wall.
That's it.
These are the ones that need to be. It's $10,000 to the winner.
And we'll get word as soon as we can.
Stock Short track championship. The perseverance award is next week.
And he's okay, ladies and gentlemen. Very gracious indeed. Shaken up. Number 5, Joey Cirillo. Brave man indeed.
Gotta stay back away from the wall in case that radiator lets go, that it's spread hot fluid all over.
And earlier, Jim, we were talking about sponsors, the 94.
Now that thing can tip at this point. This is a very bad spot. Be sure to stay back away from the wall all the way out till they get it away. This is a very, very tricky operation. Looks like that Valvoline car, you know, the one that they tip over and pour the oil out of the thing. Well, this is for real, and it can tip over on its back. So just go easy. Jeff Thompson wins it with Dave Sylvia coming in 2nd, Mike Boulder finishing 3rd. Dave Blanchard in the 74 was 4th, Wayne Dion in the 99 was 5th, Rick Martin in the 94 6th, Chad Chase in the 9 was 7th, Manny Dias finished 8th in the 29. I want to mention, we're just talking about the road. Look out, we're getting ready to go for the green flag. Oh, the 79 has to pull out, he can't go. The 79 pulling out, Billy Wilcox having problems with the 79, couldn't take the green. And 63, Kenny Spencer does with the 41. Pete Rhoda running in 2nd spot, the 59, Jose Ferro. Kenny Spencer trying to keep in the safest position out in front of everybody right now. There's the 41 of Pete Rhoda. Look at that 05 trying to sneak down through there, the 05. The 05 of Eddie Plant. He wants to get up into a qualifying position and bombs his way through the underside of Billy Haas's 77 car. The 05 continued to knock him off one at a time to get him toward the front. Kevin Hopp still trying to get that 27 car to get around the racetrack. Big Thunderbird. Your leader being challenged right now by the 41 Pete Rhoda is Kenny Spencer with the 59 Jose Ferro running in 3rd spot with the halfway mark coming out. Halfway coming out. And the 41 continues to pressure on Kenny Spencer. 41 continues to press Kenny Spencer hard. Spencer breaks loose. Grabs it, the 41, and had to back out of it. As this consolation continues on, the 05. Way out, sideways, but moving up. I think he passed that 77 twice now. With 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go, it's Ken Spencer. The 41 Pete Rhoda. Jose Ferro sitting there in 3rd spot all by himself. The 25 of Dave Furtado being challenged by the 00 Gene Weston. As the 77 in plan in the 05 coming through, white flag. This is it. Last chance to qualify happening right now. Before your very eyes as the 63 comes down. 63 Spencer. With the 41 of Pete Rhoda, 59 Jose Ferro, 25 Dave Furtado finishing in 4th spot. 00 Gene Weston 5th, and the 77 finishing in 6th, Billy Haas. Well,
And that our consolation race for this division.
another one. I thought we only had one. I guess we got two.
Well, we've got 2 contees, a huge field indeed for the street stock division. And we will not waste a single moment for you. Coming out now in this division, you'll see the number 53 car on the pole. Scott Serendinsky from Warwick. Number 6 is Steve Blaze out of Somerset. On the inside of the second row from Warwick is number 4, Rob Kohler. On the outside of Rob from South Attleboro, number 38, it's Keith Murrow. On the inside of Keith from Pawtucket, number 85, Tommy Scholler. Waiting, we've got the green, we're underway. Serendinsky and Blaze in the 6 car dropping down behind Serendinsky now as Serendinsky makes his move, opening the gap, but coming down on the inside is the 82 as they get loose.
Brakes loose. They're all right.
Everybody comes out in one piece.
Flat tire in the 4th.
The 82 car got into some trouble, and now on turn 1, we've got a flat tire on that number 4 automobile. Rob Kohler bringing us under yellow, and now we've got a flat on the 6 car as well. So the 4 car in turn 1, the 6 car. For the championship, we've got the green back underway. And Serendinsky in that 53 car. Once again, trying to take advantage of things. 85 car dropping down underneath. But again, Serendinsky in that 53 with no challengers really goes wide open, opening up a huge gap as they go 3 deep into turn 4. The 82 on the outside. Scott Sundin. And the 85 car finding himself in the middle of an Oreo sandwich, as they say. Tommy Scholler in that 85. The 72 car dropping way down deep for Sparks as he goes through the infield. And we've got DeMers and that 30 car in second place, the 82. Scott Sundin in 3rd. The 85 car being challenged underneath as they reach the halfway point. And sideways goes that 30 car of the mirrors. He's recovering. There is no race for the leader. Serendinsky in that 53 car is wide open.
Sonny Clements is doing pretty good.
38 car. Keith Murrow in 4th right now. 72 behind him of Al Clements, as Jim pointed out. Oh, he got sideways. They're doing very, very well. Lost a little bit of ground, but recovered. And this is our street stock second consolation race.
2.
2 to go. 2 laps to go. As they roar past us here at the tower.
82 may have a bearing going to the front wheel. His box coming out from under his right front.
And Jim has noticed that the, I believe, a bearing may be going.
Which is coming out, 82.
The 82 has got problems, and the 38 gets sideways. He's in the infield with 1 lap down. He's out of the way, but Keith Murrow is out of the picture as well, looking for the checker flag. Scott Serendinsky never lost his pole position, and there's the 72 car down deep again. Sideways, he recovers, but not before he hits the 85.
Attention in the pit.
There you have it. Scott Serendinsky in the 53 takes the win in that second street stock consolation race.
Sportsman Concy coming out right now. Last chance to qualify in the Sportsman division. These cars have all had one shot at it. Bobby Leclerc bringing that 42 from Raynham. He'll be starting on the pole. Here he comes in that yellow and white automobile. The Nantucket Gold car. Skip Shoemaker from Taunton in the 20 car. Where is he? And the green is out. As Bobby Leclerc grabs it and runs with it. Skip Shoemaker in the 20 running in second spot. Paul Van Ness. He's going to try to hold on to that third. As the 24 car does not. Mike Blackmar going backwards, having problems with the 24, trying to keep it up in there. Very quickly going to the rear, taking that outside row with him.
Jim, take a look at the 70 car, Glenn Lawton. After all the trouble he had, he's moving really well. Maybe it's the duct tape holding that right front on.
Well, he knows if he did any repairs to it, he's got to win the Consi, and he wants to show how fast it can go if he wants to run into the feature event. So this is not only a test to see if it can go fast, but also he has to qualify it before he gets a chance to show it off. As Glenn Lawton in that 70 automobile with some repairs, it's one more shot at it by way of the consolation event. Bobby Leclerc bringing him around. Lawton coming in on him. Ooh, a lot of thank you ma'ams going on out there in that back group as somebody didn't get out of that turn too well. We got quite a race going on between the 17 of Mike Becker and the 6 car of Ken Colvin at the halfway mark. As the back markers are trying to pick off qualifying positions. It's still all jammed up. 2 different races going on. One for the lead and one for the qualifier. 3 deep, 3 deep, 3 deep.
Well, with 9 down out of the 15 laps. I think the real race is going on for the qualifier in that 17 and the 6 car, Jim.
Well, you can see that one coming. 45 and the 24 got really together hard. They managed to keep both going. The 24 lost a lot of ground. Scott Estrella, who started way in the back. White flag, last chance to qualify. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Scott Estrella trying to get by the 17. Estrella squeaking up in there to 6th. 17 giving it everything he's got, but I don't think so. As the... I wasn't looking inside tonight. If you want to know the local one in your area, stop by over at the Parts Plus display, along with Champion and the Cooper line. Cooper, of course, is the home company for Champion.
We are underway. We've got the green. The fledgling division here. Small but absolutely confident and growing indeed. This division started with only 2 trucks. As we saw on the Formula 4s. They expand season by season until it's the biggest field on the track.
After the midget bridge and the presentation.
Yeah, I'm all set. Ready for you.
Okay.
And we're at our halfway point, Jim.
They're getting faster and faster. If you notice, each week they seem to be doing more and getting higher and higher on the tracks, and they have to go back to the drawing boards and get the back ends to stick on these trucks. As, speaking of the devil, there's something you very rarely see is Mr. Clark spinning out. And I'll guarantee you won't see that number 1 do that again. And Billy will be very upset at that. Speak of the devil, they just get around faster and faster. And that 3 gets under him. Jeff Carter trying to get underneath him, and he's giving it everything he's got down across the line. The 24 takes it. The 24 takes it as Ray Sawyer and Jeff Carter had a real go coming off that turn. It was a question of which one had the pull coming off that turn. 83 auto sales, car number 24. You better cut that out.
What she has to put on the sign is good show, Ray. If she can't spell Solier, just something cute like good show, Ray.
What do we got next?
Yeah.
Street feature. I think street feature is next. Does that sound right? No, do we have a street feature? Anybody? Hello? He denies any knowledge of you.
I did. Someone that I knew about 15 years ago had no idea that they were a racing family at the time.
It always comes back and bites you, so be careful. We got the green and we're racing. 20 times around for the street division. Hold on to the backstretch. We got the 40-something around and around and around. Gary Wainwright holding down the lead. The 45 car, Sonny McQuaid, trying to keep from getting left as he ended up out there in the backstretch. He wants to get around, but Gary Wainwright and Chris Robbins coming in strong on him. May put him a lap down right away. Sean Sylvia's 33 car holding down that 3rd spot. Here goes the 45 down a lap as he has to pull to the outside to let the fast cars through. Gary Wainwright has the lead. Chris Robbins trying to hang in as Sean Sylvia really coming at him. A lot of banging in. We got a crossways in the 89. Look out. Now we're jammed up. And we get going again. A lot of damage out there. Let's see who can get going and who can't. The yellow is out. Does everybody? You will give him the green right now. Somebody didn't get going. Fortunately, he was able to drop out and get out of the line of traffic. He'll be heading for the pits right now. Looks like the 48.
46 car.
46. Robbie Rotundo, tough break for Rob. Look at the traffic in there as they file into that turn. Grabbing off spots right and left. Russ Bryan in that 08. Bryan 3 deep, 3 deep, 3 deep.
Wow, we got some action with the 71 car. He may have a hook bumpers there with the 91. He got a warning from Al Rodriguez. And sideways on the infield, we got action happening on turn, the back straight now. Turn 2 and into the back straight. This will bring us under yellow.
These are some of your back marker cars. They came across at the back end. I know Betancourt was next to the last. Whatever happened way in the back of the field.
And that's the
Texaco station. Look out, coming down for the green. Working the whole family. Uh-oh, the 33 broke. The 33 broke going down the, coming out of the turn. Whatever's wrong with it, he's losing it fast. Tough break for that automobile.
He was struggling in turn 4, Jim. He almost went into the wall.
You got Sean Sylvia. As the 24 comes up underneath. Chris McGee trying for the lead. Chris McGee in that 24 down the inside. Giving it everything it's got. The 71. Jerry D. Gaspari right behind Chris McGee. He wants that lead as well. A long ways to go as the 08 of Russ Bryant breaks loose. He'll be up in there. A warning for the 89. Warning for the 89. Gary Wainwright to stay off the back bumper. Hold on, we're in trouble in the turn again. As it's 3 deep. Look out. And Russ Bryant and Gary Wainwright are going around together. Right now, that 24 of Chris McGee has the lead. Jerry D. Gaspari Jr. sitting in second spot, Rusty Bryant in third. That 91 going through the turns, Chris Robbins.
And with 5 down, Jim, I think we're going to see a black flag for the 26 car.
Chris Robbins dragging his back bumper on the 91. Looks like it's only a small piece of sheet metal.
We've got a black flag on that 26 car in the rear of the field, and now the 33 is out. The infield on the straightaway.
Tough break for Sean Sylvia, who started almost on the pole.
That 26 car again in trouble with a black flag. I'm not sure if has seen it. Third time around. Getting that black flag.
He saw it that time. 2 to go. 2 to go. 2 to go for that 24 of Chris McGee. And 2 to go for Jerry D. Gaspari and Rusty Bryant in the 08.
Start typing in.
The 49.
Chris McGee, winner.
White flag coming out. Chris McGee coming out of the turn. And he comes over on the boat.
Chris McGee, winner.
He comes over on the boat each and every week from Edgartown, Massachusetts. It's Sportsman. As the sportsmen are getting ready to come out, we get the streeters out of the way, get the sportsmen in on the racetrack. And it's so loud.
As we wait for the sportsmen to once again take the track. On a beautiful but cool night of racing at Seekonk Speedway. The 33 car street stalker being pushed away.
Cool like in Dunkin' Donuts.
An exciting night of racing indeed. And the 24 makes his way around for his victory lap is Mr. McGee.
Going down the below.
Now can you go to the other screen and put on some of the upcoming events?
A reminder, ladies and gentlemen, for Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 p.m. Get your tickets in advance and beat the line. We're ready now for our Sportsman Division race here at Seekonk Speedway. This is the feature event. We will start at the rear of the field. On the outside of the 12th row from Rehoboth is the number 45 car, Scott Estrella. On the inside of Scott from Attleboro is number 6, Ken Colvin. In 22nd position from Warwick, number 9, Paul Van Ness. And out of Taunton, on the inside of Paul, number 20, Skip Shoemaker. On the outside of the 10th row from Westport, number 70, Glenn Lawton. And on the inside of Glenn, from Raynham, number 42, Bobby Leclerc. On the outside of the 9th row from Middleborough, number 96, Robert Clark. And from Tiverton, the number 08 of Rob Murray. On the outside of the 8th row from Cranston, number 12, Bobby Pellin Jr. And from Swansea, number 3, it's Joe Peary Jr. On the outside of the 7th row from Johnston, number 7, Tom Scully. And on the inside of Tom from West Warwick, number 21, Corey Boudreau. From Mansfield, on the outside of the flag, as the tension mounts, it drops, we're underway. McRae in the 13 trying to get an early jump on it. Steve Taylor in that 53 car trying to get down underneath, but Bamford in the 15 is holding his spot. Taylor gets down low, really rubbing that undercarriage with a lot of sparks flying. He's got a for sale sign on that car. I would imagine he's going to try to protect it as much as he can. But still, McRae in the 13 is being challenged heavily. And we've got action as Peary in the 3 car gets sideways and ends up on the infield. We are still under green. McRae being challenged by Bamford on the outside.
Can't leave there.
And we're going to come under yellow. Joe Peary just a little too close for comfort as those cars come down very deep into that turn.
Put the caution out.
We are under yellow. We can get Joe Peary's number 3 car out of the way. Just a little too close on that inside. Those cars get down very deep. As we saw Taylor's car get down really deep. And it's just... We're underway. The green drops. And Rich McRae, hang on. Will Ken Bamford in the 15 overpower him, as he is apt to do? Will Steve Taylor in the 53 be able to get in tight and down inside? All of these questions as they challenge McRae in that 13 automobile. Jeff Goodrow in the 31 now making his presence known. Top leaders now being able to thin out the pack. Bamford again trying to make his move down deep, and he doesn't. Shutting the door at McRae, he takes the lead. Bamford in the 15, McRae in the 13, and fighting it out for 3rd now is Steve Taylor in the 53, and outside of Taylor, you'll see him pass by the 31 car of Jeff Goodrow. And now Bamford really opens things up. Midfield, things get very hectic as Billy Manchester in the 95 gets loose, shakes it up, but recovers. None of the drivers able to find that group. Goodrow in the 31 again, way up high. Sharing a little paint with the 53 car, but again he loses his spot as they approach turn 3. McRae in the 13 still trying to hold off traffic. Kenny Bamford in the 15 now with at least a 5-car lap lead. Has no challengers.
8.
Oh, we get sideways as we approach the 11th lap. Manchester. Sideways, it's mayhem. Tom Scully in the 7 car, again involved in a mishap, the 20 car.
99.
Skip Shoemaker, 99 car. Will Rich McRae be able to take up and find a weakness on Bamford?
53 didn't get going.
We will find out, and the 53 did not get going. He dropped back.
To the rear.
He's at the rear of the field, and we should expect to see him pit. In the meantime, Bamford now opening up his lead again. As the 3 leaders go single file, and we've got trouble in turn 1. The 20 car again of Shoemaker involved, the number 9 car involved. We've got the yellow, Paul Van Ness in the 9 back underway. number 6 car. We've got it underway. With 11 down, they almost are 3 deep going into turn 2, but Ken Banford would not allow it as he gets sideways, and underneath Goudreau takes advantage and takes the lead. McRae losing 4 spots in the melee.
8 is out of it. He was there coming in.
And now the 8 is trouble, and we've got the hood loose on the front straight of, looked like the 14 car. We'll get an update. We're still on the green. That was amazing. We were just talking about that, Jim. The 31 car. The 31 car taking advantage of that weakness that we were just talking about and getting underneath Banford in the 15.
57 losing its hood.
The 57 car losing its hood. We've got a hood on the front straight, and
15.
now we've got the 15 of Banford, who was your leader, lost a couple of spots, and is now dropped into the infield. This brings us under yellow, giving us an opportunity to clear up the debris.
Yeah, I would imagine that the 57, he couldn't even see the black flag because that...
We've got the green. Goudreau being challenged on the outside by Steve Ribby in the 18. And down underneath, look at him go. Goudreau has really got competition around him with 10 laps to go. The 21 car gets sandwiched and a little sideways but recovers, and Scully in the 7 now. Coming up, rounding out the top 3. Scully doing a fine job, but look at that 55 car. Dana Willis in the 55, really taking a commanding position, squeezing out Goudreau in the 31. Scully has moved up from the outside of the 7th row to be in 3rd right now, and Ribby is dropped back in that 18 car. Dana Willis in the 55, with more and more clean air. That's the 9 car, losing pace from the field. Paul Vanessa in that 9 car.
Touched.
31, Goudreau gets sideways. He swipes Scully. Scully maintains. Ribby hits the wall. Goudreau gets hit again by the 20 car, again involved in a yellow. The 6 car in the infield. And it looks like on that back straight, we've got the 12. Excuse me, McRae in the 13. And the 96 of Clark.
McRae came to a very sudden stop. Very sudden stop. We'll check and see if he's okay.
And now we've got the 19 car. Driver is out of that automobile as we are under yellow. He's on turn 3. Doug Morrow, not a happy man.
Glenn Young going into the pits.
Getting out in front of Scully in the 7, and we get sideways again. Ken Banford involved on the infield, still under green. We've got water on the first turn though. His car is below the radiator, and this brings us back under yellow.
21 didn't get going that time, so this gives him another chance.
Mark Wahlberg. Mark, didn't we decide to do the pace lap with the national anthem before the post-round race?
Dana Willis. He's got some serious competition with Tom Scully on the outside. Scully really running hard. But Willis manages to maintain a lead in front of Scully as they go 1, 2, 3, single file with the 42 car. Bobby Leclerc wrapping up the top 3.
Uh-oh. 14.
And we've got trouble again, this time on turn 2. The 99 car involved with the 14 car of Linwood Cohen. Linwood Cohen on the infield, apparently out of the way. We are still under green. With 2 laps remaining. 2 laps to go. We are current leader Dana Willis. It's Tom Scully. It's Bobby Leclerc. 1, 2, 3. sportsman feature. And the heat is on. Willis is a 55 now, opening up his lead with 1 lap to go. And if all's well that ends well, Dana Willis is about to take the checker flag. We've got it. The win, Dana Willis, Tom Scully, Bobby Leclerc, 1, 2, 3 in our sportsman feature. Fine job indeed for Dana Willis, driving the York Landscaping K-Dog Racing Allen.
Okay, and now it's over to Lisa. Get up there.
Yeah. I just want to let everybody know, if you have that smiley star or that smiley face,
That's me.
come on down and collect your prize through the souvenir stand. And now Jim has some ticket numbers to read off for those raffles that you did at Victory Lane.
Okay, these are all 194 numbers, so forget the 194. These tickets, get your tickets out.
Yeah, that Victory Lane.
All right, those of you that picked up tickets over to Victory Lane, get them out right now. I'll try to give them to you as fast as I can. Now it's 4. Yep. It's 4 abreast. Everybody on the backstretch, show white flags, handkerchiefs, everything. Wave everything. Wave your program. Wave your neighbor. Everybody, show them a white. They can see it coming out of the backstretch into the third turn. Show white. That's it. That's it all the way around. They can see it. They can see it, folks. Here we come around again. Naked, look nice as they come around for the wave. The final moments. All the way around. The beautiful cars and stars of the Northeastern Midget Association. Len Cabral brings him down in. Green it goes. Len Cabral gets it and runs with it. Down the inside goes Chuck Willick. Chuck Willick very quickly trying to take over the lead. As then Resco number 2. Resco moves out with that number 2 car. That's Resco in the 2. Oh, Resco gets in trouble coming through the dirt and keeps the lead. He keeps the lead. He got off the racetrack and kept the lead. Resco in that number 2 car. That's Joey Coy. Joey Coy riding right on his back bumper. Joey Coy, who started 8th, worked his way right up to the lead, putting in 2nd spot. Dave Shaw sitting in 3rd with the 107. Shaw sitting in 3rd is Joey Coy. Up behind Bob Resco. Coy to the outside. Coy trying to get around Resco. Down the inside. No, yet. On the backstretch, a slide and into the infield. Into the infield, backwards goes the car. Racing in the top. Just spun around in the back. 61. 61. Your leader is the 2 car of Bob Resco. 69. Bob Resco continues to lead with the 2. Coming in strong. 2 is your leader. 2 is your leader. 2 coming across. Bob Resco with the 2 car. Down the inside. The 3rd was 2nd. Jeff Horn takes over 2nd in the 47 automobile. Jeff Horn in that 47. The 47 is 2 down. 47 running 2nd. Your leader is the 2. The leader is the 2, with that 47, running 6, 94, of Joey Coy is 3rd. Mike Seymour coming up very quickly. Mike Seymour in the 1 car moves into 4th, now 3rd. Jeff Horn taking the lead. Jeff Horn in the second in the 94. 47. 47 year later. Joey Coy second. Halfway. Halfway. Bobby. Mikey Seymour is third. Mike Seymour running in third in the 1. 47 year later. 47. There's your leader. There's your leader. Going at the first turn. 47 down the backstretch. 47 has the lead. That's Jeff Horn. Seymour trying to take over. Seymour challenging Joey Coy. Seymour in the 1. Coy in the 94. And Coy gets caught. Seymour takes over second spot. Seymour takes over second spot. Seymour, your points leader, holding down second in that number 1. But a long way to go to catch the 47. A motor in the backstretch. A motor in the backstretch. The yellow is out. The yellow is out as a motor. Let's go on the backstretch. Oh, a big-time lunch on that motor. We can't even see who it is as... Whoop! Well, the 47 of Jeff Hone from Hudson, driving the Napa Volkswagen, has the lead as Mike Seymour in the number 1 car just took over that second spot. 22 laps complete on this 35-lap feature event.
62 to I don't see him on the track. It could be.
Jeff Hart takes the lead. Seymour was way back. Seymour was not aggressive in this green as he held the rest of the pack back. And Hart got a great big jump on the lead. Seymour in second spot. Johnny Coy is sitting in third. Dave Shaw is sitting in fourth. Remember that car can really get up there and go. So we'll be looking to see what that 107 can do. But nobody right now is able to touch the 47 of Jeff Hart.
Okay. It was also.
Stop the cameras!
Do you want the trophies in the picture?
Stop your cameras!
We got the trophies.
Jones, wait, call 508-339.
We do have one presentation before anybody starts. We understand a very serious birthday is taking place Monday. From the lady on the corner by the Ice House. They got together just like Columbus. The Italians and the Portuguese got together. With Columbus, they ended up discovering America. With Melbourne, the Dennis, they ended up starting Seekonk Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, Monday is the birthday of Mrs. Irene Lindsay. Let's have a round of applause. Okay, Irene, would you please present the awards?
You're standing on it, please.
Thank you very, very much, Mr. Lady. Did you want to do something, please? Okay, those where O'Brien when Mike Prescott was totally involved in religion.
Lord, you have made this a night for racing, a beautiful night. Now we ask you to keep this racetrack safe but competitive. We know that in all sports there is a need to be the best, a need to win. But in auto racing there is a need for respect. Respect for the speeds that you can achieve. Respect for the race car and what you can do with it. And most of all, the respect for one another as drivers. Lord, we ask you that you allow these drivers to be mindful of one another, and with this respect, they will all be winners. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, amen.
Thank you, Mr. Boland. And now we'll go trackside to Jim Power.
And here on the starter stand, ladies and gentlemen, representing the Massachusetts National Guard, singing a cappella about the greatest country in the world, George LeBert.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and
watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets from the glare, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave. George, go back, ladies and gentlemen. George, before you go, would you say those famous words? Gentlemen, start your engine! And so we have
And the green flag drops. We are underway. Thompson takes an early lead. Caparco right behind. The number 74 car, Dave Blanchard, rounds up the top three as they look for a single file groove. Jeff Thompson, the 46 kill. Still doing a great job of getting down underneath, doing the bump and grind with the 0-1 of Jimmy Q. Here's a real battle going on right now for third and fourth place. He's queued in that red 0-1, trying to hold off his competitors. In the 74 car on the outside of Kuhn. The 0-1 as Kuhn gets underneath to wrap up third spot. Blanchard behind him in the 74 and Fred Estelle Jr. in the 48. And we've got action on the back straight.
99.
We have trouble. It's the 99 automobile of Wayne Dion in a plume of smoke. He's sideways, back underway, but this brings us under a caution. Drops the green flag. We're back underway. Thompson gets a jump on it. Caparco down neck and neck with Blanchard in that 74 car as Caparco goes high. No room for him to drop down on the inside, though. Jeff Thompson opening up the lead. Blanchard now takes second position as Caparco has dropped back off the pace. Fred Estelle in the 48 car now in third.
Three-wide action through 3 and 4. Manny Dias, Jimmy Kuhn, and Rich Caparco.
They get hit, Kevin. You're right. Good eye. That 0-1 car Kuhn hit Caparco. It was the bump and grind. Caparco losing more spots because of that. And tremendous racing action indeed as Blanchard maneuvers in front. front of Estelle. They get sideways, and there's debris on the track now. Unrelated event indeed, but boy, I'll tell you, that was some tremendous racing action. We are under yellow. We've got debris on the back straight.
That looks like the hood from Manny Dias' number 29.
A lot of hoods flying off of automobiles tonight. Wayne Dion's taking care of his. He returned from the pits without a hood. But I'll tell you what, Dave Blanchard did a tremendous maneuver there. Literally dancing in front of Estelle in the 48.
No, I didn't.
Get down there, we got 3 finalists. We're back underway. Wow, more debris. Well, it's just paper. That's good news, seeing that it's been a reckless night for debris. 48 car of Estelle trying to get down on the inside of Blanchard in the 74. And as you see, Tex Barry will have none of that as he powers his way to the top of the field. Tex Barry in the 18 car, really muscling his way. Maintaining the high line, a difficult one indeed as they go 3 deep into turn 3. And Tex Barry really doing a tremendous job. Whoa, Blanchard gets sideways, he bumped Barry. Or Barry bumped him, one or the other, but it cost Blanchard in the 74 and the 27 automobile of Dan Gamache, both of them sideways on the back straight, bringing us under our 3rd yellow with 16 laps down. We've got the green back underway with 16 laps down. And again, Barry going way high, trying to make his move. Thompson in the center between Barry and Estelle, trying to hold back the field. Trying to get underneath is Estelle in that 48 car, but again, Thompson holding them back. Tex Barry being forced up high as he has been for the last 5 or 6 laps.
Well, it takes him a couple of laps just to get those tires heated up and handling on the outside lane. And I'm sure he hasn't given up yet.
And so Jeff Thompson in the 46 car successfully holding the field away. Actually gaining momentum as Fred Estelle now locks into 2nd position with Kuhn in the 01. Taking 3rd away from Tex Barry. Rick Martin in the 94, in 4th, finding that groove.
And look who's cracked the top 10. It's Gentleman Jimmy Wilkins in the number 80 automobile on the outside.
And a race that goes on indeed as Wilkins gets around or tries to get around the 00 of Caparco. Midfield, and the number 10 car, Mike Roller. His sponsor, of course, is Seeks, who's bringing next week's racing to us. Jimmy Kuhn in the 01 now, getting down inside of Fred Estelle, really indeed. Sparks flying. At the halfway point, but Jeff Thompson still in the 46 car maintains the lead. Kuhn in the 01, neck and neck as they cross over the front line with the 48 car of Fred Estelle Jr. Martin in 4th in the 94 car, Lenny Ellis in the 41. Barry way off the pace now.
Jimmy Kuhn and Freddie Estelle going at it neck and neck with Rick Martin looking for any opening he can.
Rick Martin, absolutely, Kevin, looking for any weakness that he can take advantage of. He's got the automobile to do it. But in the meantime, they are bunched up, leaving Jeff Thompson nothing but open air. And sideways goes the 23 automobile of Steve Channing. He recovers, getting into a scrape with the 19 car.
Estelle gets sideways.
And we got Sparks against the wall. Estelle sideways in turn 2.
I saw Freddie come down the front stretch, just scrape the wall, and Al Rodriguez and Mark Cunha turn their heads to cover, and it looks like the 10 of Mike Bowler.
They line, the green flag drops. Rick Martin coming up really fast behind Jeff Thompson in that 46 car. Martin in the 94, trying to make any move that he can, looking for weakness. Meanwhile, the number 1 car of Dick Houlihan in 3rd place.
And gentleman, Jim Wilkins moves up to 4th underneath the 0-1.
A tremendous job indeed, Kevin. I'll tell you, he started way back in 20th spot in that 80 car. The Bobby Tripp automobile, and now we've got the 9 car sideways and down in the infield. We're still under green, though. Chad Chase gets himself recovered.
And Rick Martin now moves to the outside of Jeff Thompson. These two practice side by side, getting each other's car hooked up, and let's see if they can do it real time.
Rick Martin in the 94 now, really working hard, taking the high line, getting down to the outside of Jeff Thompson in the 46. If either of them make a mistake, Dick Houlihan in that 1 car is poised to take advantage of that. Meanwhile, the number 80 car, driven by gentleman Jim Wilkins, is doing a fine job indeed as he made his way up from number 20, the outside of the 10th row in this race. With 39 laps complete, Jeff Thompson is struggling to maintain that lead. Martin again trying to go high, forcing Thompson down deep into the groove. 10 laps to go. And now Martin again trying to make his move. Can he do it? As he finds the apex of the turn, drops down low, trying to push Thompson out of the way. He takes the lead. It's Rick Martin in the lead with 9 laps to go in this feature race. Could Rick Martin bring this proud one home? For his sponsors, 94 HJY New England Tech, with their big day tomorrow, we'll see. I'm sure Thompson will not give up that easily, and neither will Dick Houlihan in that number 1 car.
Jim Wilkins now trying the underneath of him, trying to get into that 3rd spot.
And sideways goes Wilkins and Houlihan. Houlihan's out of the way. In just a split second and a blink of the eye, the 2 cars lock up with 5 to go. 5 laps to go. This puts Wilkins in the 80 car in 3rd place. Martin clearly in 1st place with Thompson behind him. Rick Martin is now poised to take home the checker flag. Could this be Rick Martin's 2nd feature for the season? We are about to find out.
A little bit of smoke coming out from underneath the number 10 car of Mike Bowler.
2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. It's Martin, it's Thompson, it's Wilkins in that 80 car. Wayne Newman in the 57 is waved on as lap traffic. With less than half a lap to go, Rick Martin is staring down at that checker flag. He's got it. It's Martin, Thompson, and Jimmy Wilkins in the 80 car. Rick Martin. Edna May fishing vessel, precision engine, mid-city steel, and of course 94. I'll tell you, Kevin, it's going to be a proud day for Rick Martin tomorrow at New England Tech as 94 HJY New England Tech give away the Dodge Ram 4x4 and the Sportster Harley Davidson with the 3 finalist keys between 1 and 3. Rick Martin will be there, and a round of applause on that back straight as he makes his victory lap. But I'll tell you, Kevin, the real race, you know, the excitement of that race was Jim Wilkins driving that Bobby Tripp number 80 automobile. Boy, he came up from 20th position and ended up in 3rd.
Oh, he came up a lot further than 20th. He came up from Florida to finish 3rd on that one. And a great race for Jeff Thompson in the 46, his best finish of the year, failing to qualify for a few weeks, finally getting that car dialed in, and it shows tonight as he finished fine, a fine 2nd place finish behind Rick Martin.
Great job indeed. Jeff Thompson starting on the pole, fighting very hard to maintain his position, and did very, very well. But again, your winner, 94 HJY New England's Heck Automobile, Rick Martin.
And in just a couple of moments, Rick will be up in victory lane for his pitches, sign autographs for the fans, and just mingle for a bit, because I'm sure he's going to be one happy camper.